one of the biggest technology companies in the world is down 10%. Just kidding. It's a car company. It's called Tesla. You see what I did there, Mo?
That was funny.
Everybody out there says to me, Paul, Tesla's not a car company, even though 84% of its revenue comes from cars. I'm on Twitter. People are saying, oh my God, Paul, you're wrong. It's more than a car company. It could become more than a car company. It has gotten more revenue than a car company, but it is still a car company. So Tesla's down 10.5% today. They reported earnings after hours. They missed on EPS and they missed on revenue, and the stock actually went up. What was it? 2 or 3%?
Yeah, I think it was 3% at its peak.
And now it is down 10.5%.
What a rough day. And actually opened way down. So it opened at 225.95. Closed yesterday at 242.68. So it was a big gap down today.
Yeah, big gap down. You know, gaps always fill.
Yeah.
Gaps always fill, as Mo says. So eventually this will fill. Well, not always fill, but 80% of the time, or some sort of number.
I wanted to get to that below that 200-day moving average.
Yeah. Guys, the market today has been up and down like crazy anyhow. I mean, I watch the NASDAQ a lot. NASDAQ's up 0.5%, down 0.5%, up 0.5%, down 0.8. It was down 0.93 at one point. Now the NASDAQ is down
0.75%.
0.75%. Guys, this is a lot of volatility. I wouldn't be surprised if the NASDAQ ended up even for the day. We still have 50 minutes left.
Yeah, we have a long time to go.
52 minutes left in the day. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up even. This has been a roller coaster day. When this stuff happens, I wonder why. Our buddy...
Powell.
Yeah, Powie Pow.
He spoke.
Well, first off, climate protesters interrupted him, so thank God they stopped climate change right
Powell
there.
sets table for November pause, warns more hikes on the way if the economy heats up. So... neither of us listened to it. Dalton did listen to it, and he said absolutely nothing. That was his takeaway.
Well, I think Dalton's also like influenced by you, and you say like, Powell doesn't say anything. I think Powell's done a great job so far, considering the position he's in. I don't know whether he's going to raise or lower interest rates. All I know is that today, new unemployment people were lower. The number of people filing for unemployment were lower. That's a sign of a good economy. So if he wants to slow down the economy, that's an indication of. That's why I was surprised the market opened up today, because they just reported that in the morning. And I'm like, oh, people are going to think, great, this is bad. This is bad news because the economy is better. Therefore, go ahead, Mo.
I see why Dalton said. He said doing too little could allow above target inflation to become entrenched and ultimately require monetary policy. And then on the other side, he said doing too much could also do harm to the economy. So that's basically why.
So he's a typical economist. On one hand
here and on here, it's just like, okay. That's why Dalton said that.
But he's also been very clear
that
he wants to make sure he overfights inflation.
I give him a lot of credit for
not
backing down. I really do.
You mean like he backed down to Trump?
Yeah, because he's a little bee.
Who?
Well, obviously not Trump.
You're an idiot. You're such an idiot.
But I do give him a lot of credit for everybody wanted him to start cutting rates, and he has not. And he hasn't even said, like, we are going to cut rates. He has kept the pedal to the metal. Not enough, in my opinion, but he's done a great job as far as not backing down to the media.
And the interesting part is, Mo, the S&P is currently at 4281. When we started raising rates back in March of last year, it was like 4,500. So we're barely down.
Yeah.
Are we even down 5%? We're not even down 5%.
Nothing. It's crazy.
So I look at this going, okay, this has been a very abnormal kind of thing that we thought would happen, but it just goes to show you, like, you don't know what's going to happen.
No.
Now, do I still think stocks are overvalued? Yes. Do I still think Tesla, even though it's down 10%, overvalued? Absolutely. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't invest? No, I'm still buying companies every single week that are in my price target. And right now, finding companies that are down a lot has been a difficult thing to find.
It has.
But remember, the current market is down if you exclude the Magnificent Seven.
Correct.
That's something very, very important to understand.
They got 7 stocks and the market's down.
And actually, I think last time I checked, Nvidia was even today. What is that now? Let's pull up Nvidia. Oh, it's actually down a little bit today.
Okay.
But it was up. I mean, look at the intraday on Nvidia. Can you pull that up here?
Sure.
Pull up the intraday on Nvidia, because Nvidia has been a roller coaster too, but that's what happens with all these highly volatile stocks.
Yeah, it swung from basically 433 to 419. That's its swing today.
3% swings here.
Yep.
3% swings. Those are big numbers, guys.
On trillion-dollar companies.
Trillion-dollar companies. And they have a gap to fill. So I look at these things, guys, and it's not to say, I mean, remember, you can watch our video about Tesla. It is just, as much as you'd love it to death, it's a car company that's selling for 7.5 times sales. That's a lot for a car company. Typical car company is between 0.5 and 1. This is 7.5 times. So 7 to 15 times more than it should. Revenue is growing like crazy. They only had a 9% increase in revenue over last year. Profit was down
for that type of business.
Right, especially with that much growth to do.
Exactly.
They're still going to deliver a lot of cars. And he was actually surprisingly cautious in yesterday's phone call with investors. Really? Oh, that's why people were like, whoa, what happened here? Usually he's like, yeah, we're going to deliver this, we're going to deliver this. Cybertruck, he said, guys, it's going to take a while on the Cybertruck to be profitable. Yeah, to be
profitable. Okay,
yeah.
I thought you meant for deliveries. Okay.
But they said they'll be available for sale starting November 30th, I think he said. But who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
He's a big overpromise, underdeliver.
It's been hard for him,
yeah.
Right? So, guys, the market is very volatile, very crazy. Remember, our goal in this channel is to teach you that you find a good company at a good price, and if the fundamentals are the same, not just because profit goes up and down, that's the way it goes. If the fundamentals of the company are still the same, as the price decreases, you buy more shares. That's absolutely important. And I'm really glad to see that the 7 biggest stocks are getting the biggest gains. That's the same thing we saw in the dot-com era. Few companies at the very top were the biggest gains, and a lot of companies at the bottom were just great values. I am finding value. It is hard. And as stocks go down, I'm going to keep buying value. But at least I didn't tell you to buy Peloton at $175 a share, or Workhorse, or Neo, or Nikola, or Palantir, or any of these things at the very, very top back in February of 2021. So you're welcome for that. Guys, I'm here to teach a process. Thank you very much for your time. All I'm asking you to do is hit the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel, because we will be the positive light when things go bad.